how is defunding the police really supposed to help? I'm just that type of person. You got to at least show me something that I can put my eyes on. Something that I can at least read about myself or something. Or give me a reference, give me anything, and nobody can do that. I haven't heard anything from politicians or anything. I'm putting it out there right now. If you got something that's concrete, you know, let me know. Because again, the only thing I'm hearing is basically just one sentence, and that is just taking the money from the police, and for some, just disband the police. You know, and just give that money to the community, and it's kind of like, all right, well, what happens after that? And so when you just give me all of these blanks for me to fill in for myself, then that pretty much means that I have to come up with my own conclusions, period. And so I'm going to have to conclude that this defund the police business really means nothing. And I'm gonna speak some truth on this that I think some people would actually agree on, or they can at least feel, where I'm coming from when I say this. Really, the truth behind, this defund the police, whether you want to call it just a movement or a slogan, is pure emotion. It means nothing. And folks really just want to see the police just feel that same type of anxiety that blacks feel throughout history, really, when dealing with the police. Now, I'd be lying to you myself, if whenever I'm driving and I'm looking in my rearview mirror, all right, and I see those red and blue lights flashing, I don't feel some type of anxiety. The truth is, even I'm kind of feeling like, what's about to happen? And at least for a second, I'm thinking, this could be something bad. It could be, even though the most I really worry about is, me possibly getting a speeding ticket and me just going to defensive driving. That's just was straight up. Because I don't want none with anybody, especially the police. And so again, the anxiety that I feel, most folks want the police to feel that same type of anxiety when approaching a black man. They want them to have that same type of nervousness, that same type of what-if situation that's supposed to end bad for them. That's what people kind of want to see. It's purely emotion. It's that slogan is just a battle cry. For those who've been feeling that pain, everything bad, they want them to feel what they feel. And I think in that regard, this defund the police slogan is doing its job, because it's not meant to really do anything else. I don't even think people care. I'm going to say it, I don't think people really care as much to see police reform, because the feeling is, police reform in the way that they want to see it is not going to come. Just like actually defunding or abolishing the police, that's not really going to come either. And, here's something else. Most, if not all, police departments, they kind of reform themselves every year. Policies do change within every year. That's just something to keep in mind now, how much it affects, the way these policies are actually applied once put in place. That depends on really the individual officer. And it goes along with, just how they carry themselves. That's just pretty much how that goes. But again, defund the police, in my conclusion, is pure emotion. It's no different than you're looking at a person just screaming to the top of their lungs. And right across from that person is just another person who's just repeatedly saying defund the police, defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. So if you're standing in between the two, if you stand in between the two, you're not going to really get anything else outside of that. If you only have a person who's constantly screaming, they're not really explaining nothing. And so here I am. I feel like I was in between these two extremes, thinking I'm going to get an answer. But it's just a repeat of the same thing. But again, I just think that folks want the police to have and that feeling of those same emotions, of that anxiety that blacks always feel.